Hello and welcome.
Hello.
You said would be willing to take your time for me to conduct a little interview.
Yeah.
And it's also okay for you that it's recorded and will be on the internet after.
Yes.
That's great. Could you first maybe just state your name, your gender, and nationality and level of expertise?
Yeah, my name is Alexander von Hebel. I'm a male, obviously. 27 years old, and what was
the level of expertise?
I'm now a fourth year student at Hansa, and I went already abroad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's perfect because the overall interview will also be about your experience abroad from the part of the company, but also from the Hansa.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question would be, how do you feel about the overall setup of the placement as part of your year abroad?
Actually, this was the main point why I went to Hansa, because of the year abroad, not only the internship, but also the study abroad. And therefore, I really liked it and
the fact that you have the opportunity to go abroad.
Yes,
that's great. And the overall setup, like the approach was also good, or just the fact that you went abroad?
The approach itself, in my opinion, was a little bit too bureaucratic, and a lot of steps on the online tool on stage, and so that was for me quite annoying, because you have a step and then another one and so on and so forth, and so that was not what I really liked, but in the end, it was doable. So,
yeah, okay.
But that could be improved.
Mm-hmm. And where did you do your internship, and where did you initially want to go? Was it where you also wanted to go?
Yeah, actually it was. My first thoughts about that were like that I wanted to go to the US, and I went to the US, worked for UPM. It's one of the biggest paper producers in the world, and so I had a short meeting with them, and luckily it all went through. So,
where in the US did you go?
Chicago.
Okay.
In the Chicago area.
And how did you find this internship?
And it's quite interesting. It's as we say in Germany, vitamin B.
Yeah.
I knew one of the managers who was responsible for North America of UPM, and then through talking, it kind of came up that I wanted to go to the US, and then he offered it to me.
All right.
So, and then that's how it went.
Yeah, that's great. So mostly connections, then knowing people, network.
Yes.
Okay. How do you think the Hansa University could have helped better to find a placement?
I think there are some offerings on stage,
some vacancies.
But some vacancies. But I think it's quite hard to find them, because it's not really clear if you use it the first time, and so it's not really good. It could be better, and also could be the Hansa could build up a network with companies which are willing to take, I don't know, each year 1 or 2 students. That would, especially for people who don't have the chance like I had, would make it way easier for them to get a placement.
Okay, so the overall setup then, and also have a bigger network, more offers. And what was your experience regarding your employer? Did everything go all right? Did you get all the support you needed? Actually,
that went really smooth, because the HR manager in the US, I sent the documents over, and like a day after, I already got it back. So that was also then for me quite easy to move forward and on stage. But so that was really good.
Okay, yeah, that's
no complaints.
Great.
And when I arrived there, I got help. They told me everything I need to know, and so that was good.
Okay, great. And what's your experience regarding then the Hansa with this? Did you also there get the support you needed, or?
Yeah, in general, I would say yes, but I didn't really need support from Hansa. Of course, with some steps that they got approved, I had to ask and to the teacher or supervisor and ask for it. But overall, I didn't really need it.
Okay. And then now, would you recommend the internship that you did as the last question, and maybe also explain why or why?
The company itself, yes, definitely. Because as I already said, the support and they gave and yeah, it's a Scandinavian company, so the company culture is quite liberal and free and easygoing, let's say it this way. Although it's definitely a business, and they handle it as a business as well, nonetheless. But I wouldn't recommend the position I filled during my internship because it was quite not too much work, let's say it this way. So I got bored sometimes. Although maybe they had a different perception, maybe what they can expect from me and so on. So maybe that was a reason. But in general, I wouldn't recommend it over there, at least in Chicago, because it's only a small office, and I had the feeling they kind of made up the placement, the job, so that they wanted to position. So I don't think it's possible for other students without these connections to get a internship over there in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for your time and for the interview. Sounds like some good results. And thanks again.